Are you ready?
Yeah.
And hammer down.
Oh boy. Now keep in mind, we are taking the Subaru with the smaller engine up the world's toughest towing test. We're calling it the Tyke Ike, and we are completely maxed out with a 1,500-pound trailer, which is as much as you can do.
And also two big dudes.
The two big dudes, yeah. I don't know what the payload is.
You don't want to know, dude, because I think we're near the maximums. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the world's toughest towing test, the Ike Gauntlet.
No, wait a minute. This is not just the Ike, it's the Tyke Ike.
Andre, what the heck is a Tyke Ike?
A Tyke Ike is where we take crossovers and SUVs and put them on the world's toughest towing test.
Well, today we've got something really fun. We've got a classic TFL mashup because we've got a Subaru Crosstrek versus a Toyota 4Runner. And we're going to see if we can take a vehicle that is maxed out and mash it up against a vehicle that is way under the load. So, yeah, it's a TFL mashup.
All right, Andre, we popped out of the tunnel at 50 miles an hour,
Yes.
and we are going to be counting brake applications. Why is that?
Well, we count the brake applications because the more brakes you apply, the worse it can be on a downhill.
Yeah, because you don't want to use one of our, and here it comes, runaway truck ramps, right?
Yes.
Look, going up the hill, the worst that's going to happen is you're going to blow out your engine, which may seem bad, but you're probably not going to die. Whereas if you overheat the brakes and the trailer is pushing the vehicle down to the extent that you can no longer stop, then it becomes life-threatening. Not just to you, but to other people on the road.
Right, and many modern vehicles, trucks and SUVs, now have other means of slowing you down. You know, exhaust brakes in diesels, grade shifting in transmissions. And so far, this 4Runner is not giving me a lot of grade shifting and not a lot of help. I'm just using my brakes.
So how many are we up to?
Right now, we're up to 3 brake applications. And once again, we're braking it from 60 miles an hour, which is speed limit, to 50. And I'm about to do my 4th.
Yeah, that's not great considering we're towing a trailer that weighs a mere 1,500 pounds with a truck that's capable of, well, 5,000 pounds.
Yes, this is my 4th application, dude.
I'll keep counting for you. You don't have to hold your fingers.
Okay.
You drive.
For this test, we're using this Colorado teardrop trailer. It's a trailer where 2 people can sleep comfortably. Maybe you can actually also add a tent on top of this. It has a full kitchen, and it has giant off-road tires and lots of road clearance. And it also weighs, in this case, for this test, 1,500 pounds.
One of the things we want to find out in this video, of course, is are you better off towing at the maximum or having a lot in reserve? And right now, I'm kind of wondering that myself because it feels like this truck is being pushed to its maximum.
Yeah, well, so, I mean, the 4Runner, yes, it's frame-based, right?
It is
an
a truck.
SUV.
Yeah, we consider a truck anything that is body on frame. So there's a ladder frame underneath here.
But you know what? There's no tow-haul mode.
Nope.
There is no trailer brake controller, even though we don't need it. There's still none of that. And, you know, so it's not really truly meant for towing in a way.
Well, I mean, it does come equipped with a tow bar. It does
have a hitch, yeah.
It does come equipped with a 7-pin connector. So that's
another one.
Yeah, that's about as ready for towing as you're going to get right from the factory.
Yeah, so if you do want to tow 5,000 with this, you will have to, you know, install an aftermarket trailer brake controller, right?
Right.
And just maybe manually shifting it, right? If you do want to control the transmission yourself, you can always do that.
I don't imagine this trailer will affect the TRD Pro 4Runner that much. This is how tall it is with the trailer hooked up, about 35 3/4.
Okay, number 8, dude. Number 8. And we're almost done.
Okay, so let's find out how this thing does on the way up.
So that was it, dude. 8. 8 is the number.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what was the other Tyke Ike you've done?
It was 10.
10.
In the Kia Sportage.
There you go. So this proper truck did better. got the stopwatch ready, Andre.
All right, dude. So, as always, we're starting at about 35 miles per hour, and then I just kind of nail the throttle, and we see what it do. And you're gonna do the timer, and I'm gonna do the MPG.
Bam.
Now,
start it. There we go. So perfect run is 8 minutes because that's how long it takes to go up to the Eisenhower Tunnel doing the speed limit. So if you're doing the speed limit, you're perfect.
yeah, 8 miles, 60 miles an hour.
Now, one of the things that this 4Runner has that's, well, I hate to use the word dated, but it is dated, is a 5-speed automatic transmission.
Well, it has a good old powertrain all around, right? It's a 4-liter V6.
Yeah, but 5-speed, dude. Can you name another vehicle with a 5-speed automatic?
That's built in 2022?
Yeah, new vehicle with a 5-speed.
No.
I mean, we just did a video where we compared it to the Bronco
Yes.
on the off-road channel. That's a 10-speed transmission. That's twice as many gears. I'm not saying twice as many is better, but we'll find out how this does with the old 5.
Yes, and this 4Runner is a Tier D Pro, so it's got a lot of off-road equipment, so it's not a very lightweight vehicle, right? It's got skid plates, it's got, roof rack, it's fully equipped.
Oh, there we go. Just
So it's downshifting. I'm trying to maintain 60 as always. It seems like it might start hunting because there's a big gap between some of those gears.
that's the downside to a 5-speed.
Yeah.
The upside, of course, is it's simple and it's reliable, which is what Toyota is known for.
Yep.
Now, this also does have the TRD exhaust, Andre. So, if I measure the
Hold on a second. Let the 7% grade really bite.
Okay.
It's gonna bite right here. Just give it a second. All right. So now I'm full throttle, dude. Right there.
so between 70 and 73, which
It's on the louder side.
it's on the louder side,
Yeah.
and that could be because of that TRD exhaust.
Yeah, which is not a bad sound actually.
Yeah.
Under the hood of the Subaru is a 2-liter boxer paired to a continuously varying transmission. It's also all-wheel drive and puts out exactly 152 horsepower. Now, under the hood of the 4Runner is an old 4-liter V6, puts out 270 horsepower. It's paired to an automatic transmission and on-demand, selectable 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive.
Oh wow, dude, it's really starting to hunt for gear to maintain the speed.
Can't wait to see what the CVT does. Hunting for gears.
It will be looking for all the infinite gears that it has.
Exactly. Yeah, and that 4-liter V6 isn't the most melodious of sounding, is it? It just sounds like a giant vacuum cleaner when you do downshift.
It sounds a little bit commercial, right? Like it's a working engine.
Yeah, I mean, there's none of that kind of like heartbeat of America V8, where it's just like, wow, that sounds cool. I want to drive an R like that in my neighborhood if I could.
Right.
It doesn't have that. This is more like just a sewing machine.
Right, dude, so we're just gonna crest the mountain.
All right, tell me when to stop.
All right, it's gonna be at that green light, okay?
I got my finger
On the trigger.
on the trigger, and we are ready to call this run a clean run.
Okay, I'm just trying to
In
keep
about
up.
8 minutes would be perfect.
Okay, and stopped it now.
Whoa.
Okay, did you stop it?
Yeah, look at the time. That's about as close to a perfect run as you're gonna get.
I've never seen that before.
7:59.96. It might have been even a little quicker if that minivan hadn't slowed us down just a hair.
7.4 MPG.
All right,
So 7.4. So let's see how it compares to the Subaru, because we don't have a lot of comparison numbers. This is close to what the Kia did.
Okay.
Kia was in the high 7s, low 8s also. So, but of course the Kia was a whole different animal. It was a turbocharged small engine in the Sportage. So,
And if you guys want to see that review, head on over to TFL-studios.com where we put all of our videos and podcasts and news all in one place.
oh dude, look at this.
Yeah, that guy's squatting quite a bit in his
That's an old 4Runner. Holy.
Yeah, he doesn't have the Fox shocks that we have, Andre.
All right, let's hook up the Subaru.
Call it done.
Time to unhook the 4Runner and hook up the Subaru. Hey, Andre, I need your help.
Dude, wait up, hold up.
Yeah, what's up?
So I have a bit of bad news.
What's that?
So I opened up my owner's manual for Crosstrek.
Okay, well that's always good.
Yeah, so because I want to check this, as always. It says when towing a trailer without brakes, maximum 1,000 pounds. When towing a trailer with brakes, 1,500 pounds. We have a 1,500-pound trailer.
And we have no brakes.
Well, because the Subaru, the way it's configured right now, it has a 4-pin connector.
Okay.
Which means even if we had an additional trailer brake controller, we cannot go down.
Well, we could go down, but we could also test the use of Colorado's runaway truck ramps. Look, Andre, here's the thing. Going up, like I said, no big whoop, right? You maybe blow up an engine. Going down, very dangerous. So how about this? Why don't we keep it hooked up and then we'll just do the uphill run with the Subaru, since we want to stay legal and we want to be sure to not get us or anybody out there in danger.
Yes, because the Subaru is a passenger vehicle. The brakes are not super huge. I feel safer that way.
All right, well, back down the hill we go, and then we'll hook up the Subaru and then we'll do half of it, Ike.
Okay. Here's the measurement on the Subaru unladen with no trailer. 31 inches right there. So unladen, the measurement was 31, but now we're just a hair below 30, so about 1¼ inches, Roman.
Hey, let me show you this.
What?
Not only do we get squat, but in the front,
Ooh, lift!
we got lift, dude. We got like 2 inches of lift.
Wow, dude.
We need that bigger 2.5 liter, Andre. Apparently that 2 liter isn't big enough and heavy enough to keep the
nose down?
Yeah, exactly.
So on the load, the measurement was 35.75 inches, and by itself, right here unladen, it's about 37 actually. So, you know what? The same squat, about 1¼ inches. Who would have thunk?
All right, Roman, to make this more challenging, we have rain.
Yes, now it's making it even more extreme. The world's toughest.
Taikike.
Taikike, yes. That's exactly right, Andre.
Yes.
All right, I've got the, this is a reminder, this is our time with the 4Runner.
Yep.
I'm gonna reset this.
Okay.
We're gonna give it the beans, whatever that means, in a 2 liter. Now there are 2 engines in this vehicle.
Right.
We got the smaller of the two, which is now seems like a bad decision, Andre.
And by the way, this is ours. This belongs to TFL, right?
Yes, Subaru does not loan us press cars.
Okay, hold on. Let's reset this and then figure out why. Are you ready?
Yeah.
And hammer down.
Oh boy. Now keep in mind, we are taking the Subaru with the smaller engine up the world's toughest towing test. We're calling it the Taikike, and we are completely maxed out with a 1,500-pound trailer, which is as much as you can do.
And also 2 big dudes.
The 2 big dudes, yeah, I don't know what the payload is.
You don't want to know, dude, because I think we're near the maximums. So why doesn't Subaru give us cars?
You know, I don't know, but I'm guessing they don't appreciate independent and honest reviews.
Otherwise, they would give us cars, right?
Yeah, otherwise they would. So we buy them, which is fine.
Yeah.
It gives us a great chance to then do things like torture test them, because if this were a manufacturer car, I feel really worried about actually putting it through this much stress. Because let's face it, Andre, this is the smallest car, the least powerful we have ever tested up the Ike.
It is, and probably the lowest towing rating too. 1,500 pounds. Like you said, the 1,500-pound trailer is maxing this out. And also, this is a big trailer with big tires.
Yeah, you know, it does look kind of goofy being pulled by the Subaru. It looked really cool with the 4Runner, but the Subaru does seem to be dwarfed by the size of the trailer behind us. But you know, this is what people use, right? People tow. Look, the thing about these vehicles is people don't tow on a regular basis with a Subaru Crosstrek, nor with the 4Runner. But when they do tow, they want to know how it tows, and that's why we're doing this.
Exactly. And dude, this Crosstrek, this is a 2021 model. It does have this S and I drive modes.
Yeah, it changes basically like where the CVT romps up the cone.
Yeah, so right now I'm in S mode, which is sport.
Okay.
Which I think should give me a little bit more, hopefully, oomph, right? And I am almost right now I'm actually 100% foot to the floor.
All right, well, let's do the sound check if you're foot to the floor, Andre. like 67 to 70, so it's much quieter than Toyota.
It is, and that's at 5,200 RPM, so it is a quiet car.
It also, as an interesting fact, costs about half as much as a Toyota.
Yes.
So this car was $25,000. As tested price on that 4Runner is $52,500, so almost $53,000.
The Subaru here has a 1.25-inch receiver. We actually had it installed. It cost us about $630, and then I have an adapter, and then I'm going to this lock and roll hitch, which is a 3-dimensional gimbal hitch.
You know, I'm impressed, Andre. I was really worried that, well, you are at almost 6,000 RPM, and do we have a temperature gauge you can watch?
I don't think so.
We don't have a temperature gauge.
Hold on. Let me go through it. Okay, tire pressure's okay. Gallons usage, I'm not sure. Speed, maintaining 60 almost.
Yeah.
This is my trip meter.
Miles to empty. Yeah, that's it. If the check engine light comes on, we know we're in trouble. The good news is it's only 66 degrees outside.
Yeah, it's not super hot. And that's another sign, dude. When a vehicle like a pickup truck would be is built for towing, you have like transmission temperatures, engine cooling temperatures, oil pressure, oil temps. A passenger car like this normally wouldn't have that.
Yeah, we just had to actually install the hitch. How much was that?
Dude, that was a big deal.
Yeah.
Because, well, first of all, we had to schedule the appointment with the dealer, and it was about $630 for the hitch, the parts, the wiring, and then the work.
Yeah, we
That's
just
a lot
did,
of money,
we just did the
dude.
Bronco. That was $850.
Yeah.
So maybe you know, if you can get it from the factory, get it from the factory. But let's face it, most people on this vehicle use the hitch for like bikes. You know, they're not using it to tow big off-road trailers.
You know what? My foot is to the floor. It's starting to cramp. And we're slowing down a little, dude. We're not...
We're not doing the speed limit anymore?
Well, no. We're at like 58.
You know, I'm still impressed that this little 2-liter Boxer is doing so well because I thought it would be, you know, going up, chugging up along next to the
Big rigs?
the big rigs at 30 miles an hour. But you're close to maintaining.
I'm
the speed limit.
55.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey guys, just a word to the wise, don't try this at home. Andre won't say it, but he's got his CDL, and this is a very difficult test. Actually, it's not. Try it at home. Go for it. Have fun.
Oh, dude, it's revving so high. Look, 6,000
RPM.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, watch a piston go flying out the side, Andre.
Please no.
I'm watching for that right now. I mean, one of the great things about a Boxer engine is, you know, it's laid down and the pistons are going this way.
Oh, so the pistons will take out the people next to us.
Or they'll go flying out the mountain. But it does give you a low center of gravity, which is good. I think for towing, that's good.
Yeah, totally good.
We've towed with some lifted trucks, and I gotta tell you, it's no bueno.
No, and actually, there's not a lot of sway. You know, I was worried that this trailer will push us around. I can definitely feel it's there. As far as like a little bit of side-to-side motion, but it's not dangerous. I feel confident still.
And keep in mind, this is as extreme as it's going to get, right? I mean, if you're towing more than this with your Crosstrek, you probably need to upgrade
Your vehicle,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Step up to an Outback or even something bigger,
Yeah, a little bit more.
like an Ascent. I was afraid like you. I thought we might be going like 40 miles an hour or less.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the case.
Look, when we went into this, you know, the idea was, do we want to tow at the limit or well below the limit? And I thought there'd be a big difference between the two. And honestly, the difference is not going to be that great.
it's not a huge difference.
No, it's going to be a difference of not even a minute in terms of going up the mountain.
Okay,
All right, here we go.
are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
And stop right there.
8:39, Andre. So a difference of 39 seconds.
Okay, and it's showing.
You got Florida again. That's instant. There you go. 9.
Wait, average. There.
7.4.
7 point. Identical.
It's identical. Wow. Yeah. Look at that.
How's that possible? This engine is half the size and like half the power.
I gotta say, Andre, you know, I'm impressed. I thought that this car would struggle more, but to be fair, if you're gonna tow with this car, you probably shouldn't go over 1,000 pounds like the manual says. We didn't go down for good reason.
Right, because we didn't have brakes on the trailer.
So once again, even if you've got enough torque and power, at the end of the day, it's all about being able to control the load a nod. It's you know what it's like, Andre?
What?
It's like driving in the snow, right? People think just because they've got 4-wheel drive, right?
You can accelerate, right?
Yeah, you can accelerate, but that doesn't mean you can stop.
Right.
It's the exact same thing with this. You know, you want to be able to control your trailer or your load.
So Andre, why can't we use a trailer with a brake?
Well, this Colorado Teardrop does have brakes,
Right.
but the thing is, the wiring on the Crosstrek is only 4 pins, so it's not allowing us to hook up an additional trailer brake controller. It's complicated.
Yeah, it's complicated. If you had a boat, maybe you have a surge brake. It's complicated. Anyway, don't tow over the limit, especially when you're going down. And you know what? Let's go on down because the storms are coming, dude. I think we're going to have snow soon enough. Okay. As always, this is Roman
And Andre reporting for the Fast Lane Car and Fast Lane Truck.
yeah, and check out other Tyke Ikes. We did a Sorrento, and of course we did the ID4 by going to TFL-studios.com, where we have all of our podcasts, videos, and news. Ciao.
Actually, it was a Sportage, not a Sorrento.
Oh, sorry. There's a Sportage. Check out our Sportage.